Well, the official count of Ukrainian children murdered by Vladimir Putin increased today. It increased to 108. That's just the official count. An additional 120 children have been injured by Vladimir Putin's attacks, and some of them might die. And so, after accurately calling Vladimir Putin a war criminal yesterday, today President Biden described Vladimir Putin this way.
A murderous dictator, a pure thug who is waging an immoral war against the people of Ukraine.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken agrees.
President Biden said that, in his opinion, war crimes have been committed in Ukraine. Personally, I agree. Intentionally targeting civilians is a war crime.
Russian soldiers in Ukraine are doing exactly what Vladimir Putin wants them to do. They are killing babies because Vladimir Putin obviously wants them to kill babies. Putin appears to believe that killing babies by the hundreds will terrorize 40 million people into surrendering to him. Vladimir Putin knows that Donald Trump is the stupidest and most foolish person he has ever met. But Vladimir Putin was probably stupid and foolish enough to believe that Donald Trump wasn't the only person in the world who thought that Putin's invasion of Ukraine was genius. Donald Trump very happily declared Vladimir Putin once again to be a genius, and that Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine, in which he was hell-bent on killing babies, was an act of genius. That is what Donald Trump said. That is what Donald Trump said on the first day of Vladimir Putin's campaign of mass murder in Ukraine. But no one else in the world has been willing to praise Vladimir Putin's mass murder. And at the United Nations, the whole world is watching. And today, the American ambassador to the United Nations once again pointed out who is responsible for murdering 108 babies.
AP reporters on the ground showed the world a mass grave in Mariupol, a narrow trench filled with the bodies of children. Local officials have told families to leave their dead relatives lying outside on the streets, exposed to the world, because it is simply too dangerous with the bombs and shellings to hold funerals. Russia will be held accountable for its atrocities. There's only one way to end this madness. President Putin, stop the killing. Withdraw your forces. Leave Ukraine once and for all.
In what you just heard the ambassador say, she was using the Associated Press reporting that we have used on this program this week about the atrocities that Vladimir Putin is committing. Vladimir Putin has been wrong about everything in this war. We will be joined by a former KGB agent later in this hour to explain how Vladimir Putin, a former KGB mid-level bureaucrat, was not able to see how much resistance his troops were going to face in Ukraine. Russian soldiers are being killed in Ukraine at the fastest pace since World War II. American intelligence estimates indicate that at least 7,000 Russian soldiers have been killed in these first 3 weeks of the war. And today, Ukraine's President Zelensky indicated that the number could be almost double that, suggesting it could be as high as 13,000 Russian troops killed already. In the Vietnam War, which Americans turned against largely because of the high body counts of American soldiers, the largest number of American military deaths in Vietnam in 1 month, was 543 in April of 1969. 543 in the most deadly month for American soldiers in Vietnam. Just those 4 weeks of April 1969. And in just 3 weeks, Vladimir Putin has lost more than 10 times that many Russian soldiers in Ukraine, and possibly many more. In World War II, the United States military lost, on average, 6,600 soldiers, sailors, and airmen per month. in World War II. And Vladimir Putin has now lost more than that in 3 weeks. We're going to be joined tonight by a former American commander of forces in Europe who says that this war is going very badly for Russia, and he does not believe that Russia has the manpower or the firepower to encircle the capital city of Kyiv or to capture that city. The New York Times reports that a Pentagon analysis focused on low morale among Russian troops and described soldiers just parking their vehicles and walking off into the woods. Today, Ukraine's President Zelensky aimed these comments at that low morale and to the mothers of Russian soldiers when he made this video statement in Russian. Every mother who knows that her son was sent to war in Ukraine should check where her son is, and especially those who cannot reach their children. We did not count on taking thousands of prisoners. We do not need 13,000 or however many thousands of dead Russian soldiers. We don't need them. We did not want this war. All we want is peace and for you to love your children more than you are afraid of your government.